Thanks for clicking in the Move the Sticks 360 series. I'm Bucky Brooks, and I'm here with Pittsburgh standout Tyler Boyd. How you doing, Tyler?
What's going on? I'm doing great.
You know, Tyler, this has been a tremendous journey, a tremendous process. Obviously, you've gone from being a small school standout in high school to being a big star on the stage at Pittsburgh. Talk about the journey that got you to this point where you're on the verge of being drafted as maybe a top pick.
It's been pretty much a long process for me. Almost a dream come true since I was a little kid. I dreamed about having this opportunity, coming from Clayton, a small city, single A. I've been overlooked coming into college, and I proved guys wrong. And on my next step to the next league, it's kind of a little similar things, so I'm just want to just keep going in and proving people wrong.
Looking at you play at Pittsburgh, obviously the name that comes to mind is Larry Fitzgerald. Have you had an opportunity to talk to Larry Fitzgerald about this process? And if so, what was he able to relay to you?
I really didn't chop it up much with him about this process, but I have spoke with him a little bit last year. I sat down and went out to eat with him. He just gave me great advice. Just be myself. Don't go out there and give anybody a different image of who I am not. Just be a leader and don't follow after anybody else. Just be yourself.
Okay, well, cool. Now, this thing that we do here on this segment, what I do is I have an opportunity to break you down, to put up some tape, to kind of talk about what I saw from you as a college player making your way to the pros, and then we're going to flip the tables, and you're going to have an opportunity to look at a couple pros that we compare you to and just kind of see what you can take from their games. You good?
Yep.
Okay, so when I looked at you at Pittsburgh, I thought you were an outstanding playmaker. I thought you had natural hands, did a great job of making contested catches. The big thing that I look for with receivers is, can they snatch the ball in a tight area? Can they make plays when defenders are in close proximity? And I saw all of that. I loved your versatility, the fact that you played running back, they put you in the slot, they put you outside, and you found a way to be productive. I also like the fact that as a number one receiver, it didn't matter who the quarterback was. You had new quarterbacks the last 2 years. You continued to be productive even though everyone knew that you were the guy. The issues or the questions that I had are some of the same issues that you probably heard that continue to probably fire you up. You worry about the explosiveness, how fast you are, and will you be able to separate from NFL defenders. So, quite frankly, I'm sure some scouts kind of talk to you about that. What's your reply to when people question your speed or your explosiveness as a wide receiver?
Definitely, I just believe my ability to compete, is at a very high level, and just my ability and smartness to win at the top of the routes and just beat leverage, just the way I get in and out of my breaks was what helped me a lot, with a little bit lack of the explosiveness, but I think I'll be pretty fine.
When I watched you at the pro day, obviously the way that you run routes is certainly polished. And you couldn't see all of that during the regular season because, to me, they threw a bunch of catch and run plays to you,
right.
Bubble screens, hitches, things that got the ball into your hands. But as a route runner, we wanted to see that. Now, my partner isn't here, Daniel Jeremiah, but he kind of compared you to James Jones from the Green Bay Packers. Are you familiar with James Jones at all?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to look at a little tape of James Jones and kind of see how he works, and then you just kind of coach me through whatever you see from him. So this is against the Green Bay Packers in the middle of the season last year. The Carolina Panthers. So what did you see on that? What can you take away from this part of it?
I definitely see great traits. It's a little bit things similar. The ball was underthrown, but he goes up and competes for the ball, and go get it. He's a go-getter, and that's pretty much a little bit model in my game. My ability to go get the ball and catching, that's probably my greatest attribute to be a receiver. So that's one great thing that I can compare myself to.
We can take a look at another play from James Jones. Look, he's this guy that was tremendously productive for the Green Bay Packers. He was a guy that came out of San Jose State and has continued to be a guy that has found a way to get it done. What did you see on this play?
Just competing, just boxing the guy out. You see he don't have elite speed, so he's using his leverage against the defender. Even though he played great defense, his frame was in front of him. He still made a great play on the ball.
The thing that we look at for wide receivers, do they have strong hands? Do they have ball skills? Traits that I believe that you absolutely have. Now, when I did the evaluation, I compared you more to Michael Crabtree. Michael Crabtree from the Oakland Raiders. He's a guy that didn't necessarily clock a fast 40,
right,
but he's been a dominant player at times during his career. And what I liked about Crabtree is his fearlessness in terms of being able to go over the middle and to make those big plays. Here we see. Let's see who we from here. Being able to go across the middle, Can you catch it in a tight area? Can you catch it contested with people around you? I believe that you absolutely had plenty of plays where you did that at Pittsburgh.
Definitely, one thing I like about that is he trusts himself. He believes in himself. He knows he has hands, and he trusts his ability to go in there and snatch the ball, even though he knows, like he knew he was gonna get hit after the catch. So he did a great job. Just make sure he secured the ball, and making a play for his team.
Outside of the fearlessness and the courage, the thing that all wide receivers must have, body control. And so as much as they talk about verticals and all those other things, it's can you make plays when the ball is in the air? Can you get your feet down? Can you do the little things that allow you to have completions?
Right. I want to say that's pretty much another trait that I'm great at, and I see right here, he gets both feet in. He was real calm about it. He wasn't even anxious. He wasn't jittery. He wasn't like, come on, here, you got here and get this ball out. I'm about to get out of bounds. He was just real relaxed about it. And that's a little bit I feel my game is.
So if there's one thing that you want to work on as you go forward going into the pros, what is that one trait that you would like to work on?
Definitely just getting more explosive. Not saying I'm not explosive at all, but if I can become more explosive and my ability to run the routes, like I said, and being leveraged and just being smooth, if I built that trait, I believe I would be an unstoppable receiver.
Well, we're absolutely excited to see you continue to progress. Obviously, I'm excited to see you because you were on my 7-on-7 team way back in the day. And so for more information, for more things on the top draft prospects in this year's class, make sure you check on the Move the Sticks 360 series. Go to NFL.com/Move the Sticks 360. Also check us out on iTunes and YouTube.